All right, what's going on, friends? Today we are talking about the importance of having a lead handling, follow-up, and nurture system inside your contracting company so that you can maximize every single opportunity that comes into your door. All right, so lead handling, follow-up, nurture, not quite as sexy as generating leads and 10xing your business and all that sort of thing. However, this is one thing that can really grow your business with a lot of predictability and consistency that most companies overlook. And if you're like most companies, you probably are aware that you have opportunities to do more with the leads that you get, work with your CRM better, keep following up better, making sure that you're maximizing every opportunity, but you've never really put those systems into place. Maybe it's a lack of not knowing what to do, not having the right tools, simply not sitting down and creating the time to actually make that happen, which is, usually the case, right? We know what we need to do, but we're so busy wearing all the hats, doing all the things that we seldom pause to do that important work that can really be an asset for our business forever. And the thing about lead handling and follow-up and nurture, like building out those processes, it's not a set it and forget it. However, once we build those things, they are continually working in the background without our manual labor, which is really cool. So some of these things are on autopilot. There's some automations built in, things that we need to tend to once in a while, but they kind of just run in the background to produce awesome opportunities for us. All right, so I'm gonna get into those in a minute and how you can build those things out. First, I just wanna provide a little bit of context as to why I'm talking about this. So we here at Contractor Dynamics are a marketing training company. We train roofing and contracting companies on how to build out marketing systems inside their businesses. And we do that with 5 pillars. We have our foundation, content, ads, optimization, and sales. This is our 5th pillar. This is the pillar where we're helping our clients generate the most possible sales out of the opportunities they're already getting by building a lead handling, follow-up, and nurture system inside their business. And so the big problem that this solves is that we're always out there, whether it's knocking on doors, running ads, whatever it is, generating leads, and we're trying to get in touch with those leads and sell them right away. And a lot of times in businesses, if that prospect is not ready to buy or they don't buy right away, we just kind of forget about them. Not intentionally, but we're always focused on getting those new leads in the door, and we lose focus on maybe that person's not quite ready just now, but if we keep in touch with them, maybe they'll be ready in 2 months or 4 months or 5 months or whatever that is. So there's tremendous opportunity to maximize all of the leads that we're currently getting. So let's dig into the 3 systems that I want you to have built out in your contracting company. Number 1 is a lead handling system. We need to have a system for automatically responding to all leads 24/7 within 5 minutes. 5 minutes is the magic number. If you're using some automation, you can get that down to a minute or immediately, right? We want to have a system where, if someone inquires on your website or fills out a lead form at 11 o'clock tonight, you're not going to get back to that lead at 11 o'clock tonight. You're not going to pick up the phone and give them a call. I mean, if you're a really hardcore sales guy, yeah, maybe you will, but most people are not, right? But we got to think about what's going on in that prospect's head. They're filling out that form, sending us a message on our website or whatever it might be. We want to keep that prospect warm until the morning where we can get to the phone. We can call them and set that appointment, right? There's a chance that prospect is inquiring 3 different roofing companies or 3 different contracting companies, and they are looking to get a few different estimates, quotes, inspections, whatever it might be. Well, how much do you think that we can stand out by getting back to that prospect with a simple text message, a simple email? Hey, Mrs. Jones, thank you for contacting our roofing company. We really appreciate it. We will call you promptly to schedule your appointment. In the meantime, please visit this link to check out a little bit about our process, or please visit this link to check out what some other homeowners have had to say about their experience working with us, your Google reviews or whatnot. So building value, keeping that prospect warm and so you can get to the phones the next day to answer that call, or to set that appointment rather, all right? So that's huge. Having that system automated either in your CRM, maybe it's a third-party tool depending on what CRM you're using, but having some sort of automation going back out to that prospect immediately, 24/7 to respond within 5 minutes. It's going to make a huge difference in terms of the number of leads that you're actually able to convert into appointments, especially those ones that come in weekends or after hours when you don't necessarily have someone answering that live phone call or responding to that lead in real time. So that's a lead handling system. Got to have that in place. Number two is a follow-up system, all right? What if that lead comes in, you're not able to follow up with them? Most sales reps will call like once or twice, maybe send a text message, maybe send an email, and if they're not able to get in touch with that prospect, they're going to mark it as dead or just forget about it and focus on generating new leads. Well, as we all know, we are so busy these days, right? Just because I'm not answering your call today as a prospect or text message or email doesn't mean I'm not interested, right? So have a way to follow up with that lead like 15 times with a combination of text message, with email, with voicemail, with phone calls, whatever that might be. Make sure that you're thoroughly following up with every single lead, because you never know how busy someone is. They might be traveling, they might be with their family, they might be, just overwhelmed with a whole bunch of things going on, right? But if we stay in touch with them up to 15 times and even beyond, then we're going to set more of those or generate more appointments out of those leads that we're already getting. If we leave it up to a manual process with our sales team, ourselves as owners, it's not going to happen as consistently or as thoroughly. I think we can all attest to that inside our businesses, right? There's always areas for opportunity to follow up more. Think about that. The prospect reached out to us for a reason, right? They have a problem. They're interested in us at some level, right? So they didn't just randomly go on our website or Facebook and fill out that form, right? They have some level of interest. So let's be a trusted advisor. Let's help them. Let's follow up with them to make sure their problem solved. It's not annoying. It's not pestering if we truly approach it with that trusted advisor mentality. Hey, you have a problem. You reached out to us for a solution. We want to make sure that you get that problem solved, that you get taken care of, all right? So that's a follow-up system. So again, that can be automated within your CRM or maybe a third-party tool. If you have any questions on different tools or anything, drop a comment, send us a message, and let us know. We can help you out with some recommendations that we have. All right, the third thing to have built out is a long-term nurture sequence, okay? Here's the use case for that. Someone inquires on our website, they set an appointment for 5 days from now, they have that appointment, our sales rep goes out, does the presentation, does the quote and everything like that. For whatever reason, that property owner, that prospect is just not ready, right? Like, I get it, I'm not ready right now, call me in a few months down the road, I might be ready toward the end of the year, I might be ready after the holidays, I might be ready when I get my tax refund back, like whatever the situation is, you never know when people are gonna be ready. We don't wanna forget about them. They've inquired with us, right? Because they saw us as a trusted advisor. We went out there, we did an inspection, an estimate, whatever, we provide them with an estimate or a quote, we built that relationship, we built that rapport, we built that know, like, and trust. Just because they're not ready today doesn't mean that they don't want to work with us down the road when they are ready. Roofing, contracting services are what we call high consideration purchases. It's a lot of money. It's a big deal. It's a big project. People are not necessarily going to reach out to you today and be ready to stroke a check and sign a contract today or next week or even this month, right? It takes time for people to evaluate their options. We all procrastinate on things. Maybe the problem isn't so bad now that they need to get it addressed right now, but maybe in a few months, that roof starts leaking. They're like, oh man, I got to get this taken care of, right? So what are we doing to stay in front of them? What are we doing to stay in front of them with value, to stay top of mind so that when they are ready to make a decision, they remember us, right? We're top of mind. We're in their inbox on a regular basis. A few things that you can do and a few things that we train our clients on doing are this. You can have a monthly email newsletter. I'd recommend sending 2 per month, right? A lot of people think like, oh, 2 per month, that's gonna annoy our prospects and whatnot. No, it's not. If you send 2 emails a month, your prospect might only see one of them a month or one every 2 months, right? They're not gonna see and read every single email that you send out. And even if they do, 2 a month is not overdoing it. Just make sure that you're providing value. Maybe you're sharing some information about different roofing products or warranties or financing, sharing different projects you've done, sharing maybe even some news that's going on in your local market and communities and things like that. Like really adding value, not just being salesy, not just saying, hey man, just following up, just checking in. Like no one wants to get those emails, right? Having an email newsletter that you can send out, maybe even, and use this tastefully, but maybe even a newsletter that you're text messaging out to your prospects, right? We're not talking about cold messaging. We're talking about messaging people that have already given you their contact info and are already, expecting you to follow up with them, right? Maybe it's a text message, newsletter that goes out, or a link to your newsletter every month to stay top of mind. You're going to get a higher open rate with those text messages too. You can also plug them into a direct mail thing with postcards. You can use something like Dope Marketing to send out direct mail postcards, 3 months, 6 months, or every month for a few months to just stay top of mind, right? And then you can also take those contacts, take those prospects, and upload their contact info, their email, and their phone number into what's called a Facebook custom audience. And you can make sure that those people see your Facebook and Instagram ads. So that's an amazing way to stay top of mind without manually following up, without manually checking in. You're staying top of mind with maybe video testimonials or some brand content, some value content, and you can stay in front of them for, pretty much forever if you want, right? And that can be an automated process. A lot of times that's automated through your CRM, where when you drag a prospect to a new stage, like maybe, on the fence, which we have an on the fence stage, or we had not ready yet, or, maybe ready in 6 months or whatever that stage is in your CRM, usually it's gonna be like not ready yet, or didn't close, or ghosting, or whatever. That can trigger that contact to get uploaded directly into Facebook, and then that person is going to see your ads for the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, whatever you set it up to be. So that way you can stay in front of your prospects by email, by text message, maybe direct mail, maybe even Facebook ads, all different directions, so that when they are ready a few months down the road, like, all right, these guys are, they're top of mind, they're in my inboxes with value. I see them all over the place. I see them work in my neighborhoods. I see that they worked with my friend. I see they worked on the church in town, that sort of thing. You're just really separating yourself from your competition, all right? And even if they never do that project, maybe they don't do it, but they are in a position to recommend or refer you, to tag you in a Facebook group or something like that when someone is asking for a contractor, there's so much value in that too, right? Keeping those prospects inside your ecosystem. We all spend a lot of time, we all spend a lot of money and effort into generating new leads for our business. And that's awesome. I'm not saying ignore that. We do a lot of that as well, right? But don't ignore the huge opportunity to maximize like every single lead that you get, right? Just because they're not ready today, don't throw them to the curb and say, see you later, right? Keep them in your ecosystem, because you're gonna generate referrals, you're gonna generate customers, people are gonna reach out to you when they are ready. So hope that makes sense, hope that adds a lot of value to you. This is something that you can't just watch or listen to me talk about, you actually have to go out and implement it. If you do have questions about implementing this that you want answered, you can drop a comment below wherever you're watching this or listening to this. You can send me a direct message on Instagram at HeyJosephHughes. I answer all direct messages. I'm not that big of a deal, trust me. I would love to provide you, any value that we can, point you in the right direction with tools and whatnot. And if you want to learn more about how we can actually train you and your team on how to build this out in your roofing company, head on over to contractordynamics.com/go, and you can watch a little bit of a video there to learn how we help our clients build all this stuff out, all right? Don't ignore this huge opportunity to grow your business, your brand, and become known as the trusted authority and problem solver in your market. I appreciate you spending the time and attention hanging out with me today. As always, we love being a trusted advisor to our market, to our clients, to our industry. I would love it if you could just take 2 seconds, take 4 seconds, and share this out. Maybe tag us in social media, maybe send it to someone, drop a comment, subscribe, like, share, whatever it is, spread the love. That helps us to reach more people and to serve our clients at a higher level, to serve you at a higher level. All right, have an awesome day, and we'll talk to you soon.